Hey, I'm Isaiah Ruiz.
I'm Ethan Michael.
And I'm Oscar Rodriguez. And we're here to get the ball rolling to provide you with your weekly sports updates. Welcome to Titan Sports.
LeBron James is now the number 2 all-time scorer in NBA history, passing former Laker Karl Malone. Ahead lies another former Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Malone scored 36,928 points. Abdul-Jabbar's record of 38,387 is in reach for James by next year.
James has officially scored more points all time in the regular season and playoffs than any other player, but the NBA considers the all-time scoring record to be regular season only. Thus, Abdul-Jabbar is still number 1 in the books as official scoring champion.
LeBron stated, quote, "I will not allow myself to think about it. I've always played the game the way I've been playing it over the years, and these things just happen organically by just going out and playing the game the right way," end quote. James also said, quote, "Hope to accomplish that at some point in my career, but I won't think about it too much," end quote.
Nike is officially partnering with Kobe Bryant's family to honor his legacy and the legacy of his late daughter, Gianna Bryant. Vanessa Bryant took to Instagram to make the partnership announcement and said, quote, "I'm happy to announce that we will continue my husband's legacy with Nike and look forward to expanding his and Gigi's global impact by sharing the Mamba mentality with youth athletes for generations to come." End quote.
That's right, Oscar. The partnership will focus, quote, "focusing on championing new generation of fans and encouraging youth participation in sport," end quote. Nike will be releasing the new Kobe 6 Proto shoes from the partnership, and speaking for all of us Kobe fans, I think it's a great way to carry on his legacy.
You got that right, Ethan. It makes me happy to report that the first pair of shoes to be released will be called the Mambacita Sweet 16. That will also honor Gigi Bryant, and all the proceeds will benefit the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation.
Not to mention, sides of the proceeds will also establish a youth basketball center here in Southern California. I honestly cannot think of a more perfect way to honor the father and daughter combo that we all miss and love.
Coming up, after the break, we got some shocking football news that any Miami fan should be happy about. Stay tuned, Titans.
Question about the Miami Dolphins have acquired Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill for 5 draft picks and gave him a 4-year, $120 million extension with $72.2 million guaranteed and a $52.5 million signing bonus.
The deal, which, pending a physical, makes Hill the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history. The $72.2 million comes in full effect, guaranteed, start of the 2023 league year.
For Hill, who was already under contract for the 2022 season, the overall total value of the deal, including the $120 million is new money, is $141.6 million. It also includes $250,000 in Pro Bowl incentives each season.
Hill, who has been selected to the Pro Bowl in all 6 of his first NFL years, had a career best and franchise record with 101 receptions for 1,239 yards and 9 touchdowns for the Chiefs last season.
He has 479 receptions for 6,630 yards and 56 touchdowns in his career. He is one of 4 players since 1970 with at least 6 touchdown catches in each of his first 6 seasons, according to ESPN Stats and Informational Research.
I think it's safe to say the Dolphins and the Dolphin fans are looking forward to an exciting season with Hill.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun season to watch, especially watching Tyreek Hill, as he is one of the most electrifying players in the league.
Yeah, no doubt. And now it's time for our CSUF Sports Recap with our very own Briana Beverly. What do you got for us, Briana?
Thanks, Ethan. Okay, let's get started with baseball. The Titans will be kicking things off this evening, looking to improve their Big West Conference record with the first of 3 games in a weekend series versus UC Riverside against the Highlanders. They'll then host the San Jose State Spartans over spring break on Wednesday. To start the month of April, the Titans will compete against a couple of Big West frontrunners with 4 games over 5 days. First, heading up to CSU Bakersfield to face off the Roadrunners in a weekend series before facing off against the Anteaters at UC Irvine on Tuesday the 5th. The Titans will take on UC Riverside on March 25th at 7 p.m. The women's softball team is off to a good start as the Titans sit second in the Big West standings with a 17-12 overall record. They'll look to improve their 2-1 conference record with a pair of upcoming weekend series versus conference rivals. This weekend, they'll travel to CSU Bakersfield for a doubleheader on Saturday against the Highlanders with another contest on Sunday. The next weekend, the Titans will host the UC Irvine Anteaters with a single evening game on Friday, followed by a doubleheader on Saturday. The girls will face CSU Bakersfield for a doubleheader this Saturday at 1 p.m. and at 3 p.m. and on Sunday at 1 p.m. The Titans track and field team looks to keep things running, no pun intended, at the Rayford Johnson Jackie Joyner Kersey Invitational in Los Angeles this Saturday. They'll also look to reach higher the following weekend at the Stanford Invitational. The women's tennis team looks to continue their 6-match win streak as they face the University of Utah Utes here at home this Saturday morning. Next weekend, we will see the Titans hit the road up north as they compete against Sacramento State Hornets, followed by a match at UC Davis the next day against the Big West Conference rival Aggies. Their first match will be on March 26th at 11 a.m. Both the men and women's golf team will be competing in the Wyoming Cowboy Cowgirl Classic held in Chandler, Arizona next weekend. The Titans men's and women's team finished 15th and 13th respectively in this tournament last year. Their upcoming matches will be on April 4th and 5th all day. Now when we return, join us for a roundtable discussion of today's stories. We'll be right back, Titans.
All right, you guys, lots of NFL news here. We got Tyreek Hill, as we mentioned before, going to the Dolphins. We got Tom Brady coming back. We got Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson going to the Chargers. Devontae Adams going to the Raiders. And my personal pick, Von Miller for the Bills. I think they were 13 seconds away from winning it all, and now they got Von Miller. Who do you guys got winning the Super Bowl this year? Early selection, of course. It obviously depends on health for the most part, but who do you guys got?
I'm going to go with all which, by the way, I just want to say this is like one of the craziest off seasons I've seen in the NFL.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm a little disappointed in my Steelers for being very cheap and getting some like players I've never heard of, but whatever. I would say my pick for the Super Bowl this year, I'm going to have to go with the Chargers. And the reason being is because in this league, especially now, you look at the Rams who just won, you look at the Bucks 2 years ago, the Chiefs. Teams that are winning now are the teams that are going all out and spending a lot of money and breaking the bank to bring star players who are elite at their position. And that's exactly what the Chargers did. That's exactly just kind of in comparison into baseball, it's exactly what the Dodgers have been doing the past 4 or 5 years, and look where it's gotten them. So I think the Chargers are definitely going to reap the rewards. And again, like Ethan said, this is barring like anything happening, any injury, obviously. But I think the Chargers suited themselves well to compete in the toughest division in football now.
No, yeah, man. I think for me, still think the Rams, man. Like they had such a powerful season last year, and a bunch of players are coming back. So I don't know if anyone can stop them. Like again, but with the Chargers, they're a good team too. So I have them up there too. But I think it's for the Rams for me.
I have to agree with Oscar. And I am so excited to see the halftime shows because that's actually my favorite part about the whole Super Bowl. I mean, your little salsa and chips, and then the Super Bowl halftime is my favorite. Who do you guys think is going to perform this year?
I want to see Kanye.
I want to see, hey, you know what? If Kanye was there at the
Kanye?
Super Bowl, that'd be cool. But as long as he plays like, I think Kanye would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
They got to give him creative freedom though, or else he won't do it. But
Do you guys know where the next Super Bowl is at?
It's gonna be in, I believe it's gonna be back in Arizona, where the Cardinals play. If I'm correct, I believe it's Vegas.
Vegas.
I believe it's Vegas. Yes, it's Vegas. It is going to be in Las Vegas where the Raiders play. So I think it'd be pretty cool. Or unless they bring somebody who's from Vegas, like a band or an artist from there.
I like to see Drake.
Drake would knock the
man.
roof off. That'd be
I
awesome.
think Drake.
All right, Titans, that's all the time we have for you today. I'm Isaiah Ruiz.
I'm Ethan Michael. And hey, if you liked our show, give us a follow on Instagram at CSUF Titan Sports.
And I'm Oscar Rodriguez. Make sure to tune in every Friday for your weekly sports updates.
I'm Briana Beverly. From all of us here in the studio, have an awesome Friday, Titans.